I'd like to call the City Council meeting of June 22nd to order at 6:30. Roll call, please.
Alderman Dash.
Here.
Alderman Dolan.
Here.
Alderman,
Here.
Alderman, who's missing? Alderman, they're
Morgan
both
Adams and
yeah, they're
Anderson are out with.
previous.
with notice. Okay, thank you. Please stand for the pledge. Item 3, approval of minutes. Can I get a motion to approve the June 8th, 2026 regular council meeting minutes?
So move.
Is there a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Alderman Cameron.
Yes.
Alderman Dolan.
Aye.
Alderman Dash.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item 4, presentations, Police and Fire Commission Annual Report to the City Council presented by Chairperson Sharon Hoffman. Thank you, Sharon.
Good evening, Mayor, City Council. The Prospect Heights Fire and Police Commission held its first meeting in the reporting period last year on March 31st. Our next scheduled commission meeting will be held on this Wednesday, June 24th. During the past year, the commission conducted 7 regular meetings and 5 special meetings to address departmental business and operational matters. While overall the call volume has decreased, the city remains active in public safety operations. Traffic enforcement and ambulance services continue to represent the highest call for service within categories of the police department. Over the past year, efforts have continued to revise private property enforcement agreements, enabling more effective enforcement of city ordinances. In addition, new local ordinances have been developed to address roadway regulations involving electric and gas-powered bicycles. State legislation enacted late last year has also limited law enforcement involvement in certain minor student offenses occurring on school properties, shifting greater responsibility to school administrations. Residents are encouraged to visit the police department to view the recently installed monument sign featuring large LED display with the highlights highlighting the community events. I'm sure everyone's seen it. It's pretty big. It's pretty awesome. I think it's pretty cool. That displays community events, public safety information, and other city updates. As we enter the summer season, Prospect Heights has a full calendar of community events designed to encourage resident involvement, engagement, and participation. Recent activities include Cop on a Rooftop, fundraiser benefiting the Special Olympics, as well as organizations of future trips to Harper College, Prospect Heights Park District Pool, Camp Duncan, Lincoln Park City, and the City Fire Band. Community members are always welcome to support these initiatives through volunteering and event planning efforts that benefits our youth and residents. Regarding staffing, the department completed 2 hiring cycles during this past year and is now exhausting its current eligibility list. This really gets exhausting, but it's a good thing too, because then it encourages us to get new candidates. We're competing against other departments, so we want to have the best of the best. So refreshing a list is always a good thing. We might get better candidates. As a result, another hiring process is anticipated later this summer or early this fall. The department continues to interview qualified lateral candidates as applications are received. The addition of experienced officers with strong leadership and mentoring ability has strengthened the organization and enhanced overall operation stability. We are also pleased to welcome back Officer T-Bone, who recently returned to the department after relocating to Florida. Recognition from both departments, leadership, and residents continue to highlight the outstanding services provided by our officers and staff. Their professionalism, dedication, and commitment to the community contribute significantly to the safety and well-being of Prospect Heights. Chief Durman remains committed to ensuring that all personnel receive current training. I mean, even as commissioners, if our training up to date, he'll let us know. And with modern technology and the resources necessary to stay aligned with the evolving law enforcement practices and procedures. Recently, a resident contacted the department to commend officers for their professionalism during a high-risk traffic safety stop in our community. The resident specifically noted the officer's ability to contain the situation, which is very important. These are really high-risk places, and while maintaining public safety. On May 31st, Deputy Chief Pufan formally recognized Sergeant Dio, Officers Blanco and Tito, and Delgado for their exceptional teamwork, as reported by the resident who witnessed this incident as an uninvolved observer. Our community takes pride in maintaining high standards for its public service and public safety. The continued positive feedback from residents reflects a shared commitment between the police department and the community to work together to support and engage our residents, and look forward to continuing these efforts in the years ahead. Both Commissioners Fiorito and Reedman have joined me in reviewing this report as presented here today. We all wish you a safe and healthy summer season.
Thank you. Thank you.
Any
Thank you.
questions?
Any questions? No?
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Excuse me, yeah, we're getting a lot of interference from the cell phone, so you can make the cell phone announcement. Everybody put their cell phones on airplane mode, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
On airplane mode.
Okay.
It means no service.
Item 5, we have no appointments, confirmations, or proclamations. Item 6, public comments on agenda matters. Do we have anybody sign up? No? Anybody here have any comments on agenda matter? No? Okay. Say again?
I'm sorry, where we can have an agenda?
They're at the entrance there. Are you here for a specific item or no?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe I'm going to be.
Okay. Well, that'll be at the end, if you want to, if something about something not on the agenda. Item 7, consent agenda.
All items listed on the consent agenda are considered routine by the City Council and will be enacted by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a City Council member so requests, in which event the item will be removed from the general order of business and considered as a separate agenda item. Tonight we have item A, O2611, staff memo and ordinance authorizing Northern Illinois Gas Company, Nicor Gas, its successors, and assigns to construct, operate, and maintain a gas distribution system in and through the City of Prospect Heights, Illinois. This is the second reading of this ordinance.
We need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second,
We have a
Cameron.
motion and a second. The first reading was read last meeting. Peter, do you want to tell us about this again?
Sure, absolutely. The 50-year agreement with Nicor actually expires June 30th, I believe, and this would be a continuation of that agreement. It's the same agreement I gave the old agreement to Tressler for them to look at. Jim asked for it. It's the same exact agreement that we passed 50 years ago, and this would continue on for another 50 years. It allows Nicor Gas to operate within the city, and as the council may know, the city does receive tax on Nicor Gas utility, so it's advantageous for the city to have Nicor in Prospect Heights.
Any questions? We have a first and a second. Roll call, please.
Alderman Cameron.
Aye.
Alderman Dash.
Aye.
Alderman Dolly.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item 8, old business.
Item A48 tonight is O2613, business liquor license request and ordinance increasing the number of A liquor license from 8 to 9, full liquor Monday through Sunday from 8 a.m. to midnight for Baltic House, 6 North Elmhurst Road. This is a second reading tonight, and they are in the audience for any questions.
We have a motion to approve.
So moved.
Need a second?
Second, Cameron.
Any questions? Peter, anything you want to?
Well, though I just wanted to say, I believe their hours of operation may be to midnight, but the licensing question goes to 2 a.m. On weekdays, because that, believe it or not, council, is the earliest we have for a full liquor license, is a 2 a.m. close.
Since there's no questions, can we get a roll call?
Alderman Dolik.
Aye.
Alderman Cameron.
Aye.
Alderman Dash.
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you. Yeah, you guys want to come up and say something? Tell us about your place? No? Come on, you got to tell us about it.
Promote your business.
Yep.
Yeah, promote it.
They're on
Come
TV,
All the people watching at home.
Come on.
for Pat's mom, watching at home.
My mom, yeah.
Thank you very much. We're looking forward to be here, and we are so happy.
Thank you. You have another location too?
Yeah, the first location we have in Chicago, in Harwood Heights.
Okay, nice.
So we can wait to open second location.
All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much for having us
Thank
here.
you.
Thank you.
They're working diligently to get the interior done, and they're moving forward with the minor improvements to get the white box, and hopefully they meet their, 6-week opening time is what you were shooting for? About 6 weeks is what you were hoping on opening?
Yes, yes.
So they've been working real hard. If you've driven by, you've seen the trucks out, and it's going to be a lot brighter than it was under Pizza Pavia.
Good. Can't wait. I'll be there. Item 9, new business.
Item A tonight is R2627 staff memo and resolution authorizing and awarding bid recommendation for CCTV sanitary sewer televising with Chicagoland Trenchless Rehabilitation, Inc. for a cost of $164,970 with a 10% contingency for unforeseen underground conditions.
Need a motion to approve?
So move. Cameron.
Is there a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Mark, you want to tell us about this?
Yes, sir, thank you. Back in 2016-17, we started our CCT program, basically video televising our underground sanitary sewer system to find out the condition of it. Obviously, we picked it up from Old Town Sanitary a few years earlier. During that time, we went through the whole city in about 3 years or so, and we went through a triage type process after that to figure out what was the worst and what we need to go after to fix right away. So since that time, we're talking 9 years now or 8 years on some of these videos, we have sewers that are that were in good or fair condition back then that are now getting worse. So we're going to start doing another televising round, go back through the city and see what we got, and then go after the problems in a triage type fashion. So we've used a couple different companies in the past. This year, Chicagoland Trenchless was the low bidder on the project. We've talked to them. We made sure that what they provide us matches what we were getting from our other providers, and that Gewalt Hamilton, our engineering firm, can take that data and put it right into our GIS system. So within minutes, we can see the video when we're looking for problems and trying to correct things. We have that history. It obviously won't be in the system in minutes, but once they load it up, our CCT footage is a very big asset for Public Works, for Building Department, trying to figure out where things are, not only for when there's problems, but for when we have someone trying to construct or build new or tear down. So that is what this is for tonight, sir.
Okay. Any questions? It seems like a big part of the project is the GIS.
It is.
work.
So this company will put together all the data in the right packet type of information, and then the next thing we're going to talk about goes right along with this.
Do you get rid of the old videos? Do you only keep the current one?
No, we log it in the history of it, so when I click onto a segment, or anyone clicks onto a segment, it'll have the year with it, so we know what the newest stuff is.
Okay.
It's great to find out if there's something that's changed. But usually we're looking for the latest and greatest.
All right. So we have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Alderman Dash.
Aye.
Alderman Cameron.
Aye.
Alderman Dolik.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item B.
This is R2628, staff memo and resolution authorizing a scope of service agreement with Gewalt Hamilton Associates, Inc. for the 2026 sanitary sewer CCTV inspection, project management, and GIS integration for a cost of $39,400, subject to attorney review and approval.
Need a motion to approve?
So moved, Cameron.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Mark, you want to take this one?
This is the step that takes the information provided by our vendor of Chicagoland Trenchless, gets it in the hands of Gewalt Hamilton, and then the gurus over there in the GIS department put it in all the proper places for us to access. So it's the handling of the information and putting it basically in the right files.
Any questions? All right. We have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Alderman Dolick.
Aye.
Alderman Cameron.
Aye.
Alderman Dash.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item C, it's all marked tonight.
A little bit.
R2629, staff memo and resolution authorizing the purchase of an EnviroSite Rover X HD package sewer camera equipment through EnviroSite Sourcewell contract 08052 EVS for the amount of $118,717.78.
Need a motion to approve?
So moved, Cameron. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Mark?
Yes, sir, thank you. So this is a camera that Public Works, we currently have one. It's a 2012 or 2013. It's low resolution. We've had issues with it over the past few years. We use this camera to go into the sewer lines when there's blockages or damages or problems that we don't have video on, or it's a current activity. We've had contractors create blockages by putting in fence posts. So we put the camera in and we'll run it up the sewer pipe to find out where that blockage occurred or where the fence or the damage is. The one that we have currently is getting old. The clarity is pretty poor and it needs more service than it's worth for us. This company, not only are there Sourcewell contracts, so we get the state purchase price, they're also doing a trade-in value on our existing equipment, so we're not going to have old stuff laying around. The camera that we're getting seems like a lot of money. This is not the Rolls Royce of cameras. This is a very good camera, but we're not overspending and buying something that's crazy outside of our needs. This is a good above the margin, but above the halfway, but this isn't a crazy camera. It has a cord. It runs back to a controller. It's all high definition. We can record the video on it as we work it. Even though it's made for the sewer system, obviously, we can adapt this and use it in our stormwater system as well. But most of the purchase is for sanitary. We've had a couple occasions where we have to bring a vendor in because we weren't able to use our camera to its fullest to find problems. Even though we're doing a thing tonight about doing the sanitary system for the city in multiple sections, there's times where that is not good enough. You need an immediate answer, especially when it comes to blockages or areas that have caved in to get to that footage. Under there somewhere isn't good enough. You need to know exactly how far it goes. So that's what this is, sir.
I'm sure this is proven somebody broke something and you're able to go back to them to get them to pay the repair.
Absolutely. We've worked with residents, we've worked with contractors over the past years, utilities. Cross bores is a problem we have where a company comes in and does some type of directional boring and drills through our pipe. We've had it, unfortunately, with Nicor. We've had it with ComEd. Sometimes we win, sometimes we don't. We just had a resident with a pole go through his sewer pipe just off of our main. So that's how we find this stuff out. So even though we have a televising library of everything that's in the ground, right after or during some type of fault, that's when this camera really pays off. And it keeps us from digging up stuff we don't need to dig up, because we know where the spot is.
Any questions?
I got a question. So is the 118,000, is that with the, turning in the old
Yes.
camera? So that's with the discounts and everything?
Yes, it is. And that's part of the package that I submitted with, it has all the pricing on there and stuff like that. We went to a couple different vendors that offer it. and these guys would do the trade-in value. We did some research on what our unit was worth, and they're hard to sell used when they're not perfect.
What kind of warranty? Is it like a 5-year warranty, do you know, or?
I don't have it in front of me. I know I had it in the paperwork.
Okay.
So we do get a warranty with it, where our old one is 10 years past, so.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Alderman Dash.
Aye.
Alderman Cameron.
Aye.
Alderman Doley.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item D.
R 2630, staff memo and resolution authorizing a scope of service agreement with Gewalt Hamilton Associates, Inc. for National Pollution Discharge Elimination System compliance permit requirements for a cost of $7,750, subject to attorney review and approval.
Need a motion to approve?
Motion to approve?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Mark, I think this is you again.
So we have a lot of requirements that the city needs to meet regarding discharge of stormwater, of everything else. Gewalt Hamilton is our partner in this, and they help guide us through and get us through all the different paperwork and reports required by the EPA. This is regarding stormwater discharges basically into the creek and the river. Our city drains naturally into a lot of areas. We have pump stations, but all that water needs to be monitored. They have a process where they come out a few times a year and do water samples at our creeks and some bridge locations. So they've taken over the environmental part of this to make sure that we're doing it right. And then obviously part of this is if Public Works or a resident reaches out that we find something, Gewalt is able to step in and figure out what the problems are with us. Again, we're checking off all the boxes of the right thing to do as a community with this program.
Any questions? Is this what they were here recently to, is that the
Yes.
same report that they do?
Yep.
Okay. We have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Alderman Cameron.
Aye.
Alderman Dash.
Aye.
Alderman Doley.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item E.
O 2614, staff memo and ordinance amending City Code Title 9, Chapter 1, Section 914 of the City Code regarding animal control and associated impoundment fees. This is a first reading.
This is a first reading, so there's no vote on this tonight, but it'll be on our next agenda for approval. Chief Thurman,
Yes, sir. Thank you.
yours? Not Mark's.
I'm simply looking to increase the impoundment fee from $15 to $50. We see approximately 8 to 10 stray dogs a year that we are responsible for. Our officers respond to the scene of that call. They take custody of the dog. We do our best to identify the owner via a chip, social media post. We keep the animal at the station for a couple hours until we exhaust our resources, at which point we transport the animal to the Wheeling Animal Hospital, who we have a contract with. Approximately costs us $19 to $20 a day to store that animal at Wheeling Animal Hospital, which it is our responsibility to pay that fee. And so increasing the impoundment fee just a little bit more than it is right now would help offset those costs to the police department.
Okay. Any questions? If you have any, you can call Chief Thurman. You said about 8 to 10 a year?
On average, 8 to 10 stray dogs a year, yes.
Maybe
We-
you could get a volunteer that will take the dogs.
Well,
Then
those are
we-
that we have to turn over to the shelter. We get a lot more, but we're able to provide for reunification with the family via social media or by chipping, reading the chip in the animal. Now, not all animals are chipped, so I would recommend to all the viewers to chip their animals. What was that, ma'am?
I was gonna say, maybe get some volunteers, that, they can keep it at their house. I'm sorry, I can't have it at my
Give him your
house.
phone number, he'll
Yeah,
take it.
absolutely not, absolutely not. I live in a condo. But maybe get some, ask for some volunteers that, someone wants to hold on to a dog until,
We did have a couple members of the PD adopt some dogs after they were turned over to the animal hospital in the years past. So, but good idea, I'll keep that in mind.
okay.
Thank you. Item 10. Staff, elected officials, and commission reports. Item A, May financial report by Assistant Finance Director Bob Tannehill.
Thanks, Mayor and City Council members. The city is in 1 month into the new fiscal year. Overall revenues and expenditures are tracking in line with budgeted expectations. Our general fund revenues are at 10% of budget, while the expenditures are at 7%, reflecting a good start to the fiscal year. Some revenue highlights: our income tax receipts remain strong, consistent with prior years. Sale tax revenues are tracking at budget numbers, and investment earnings continue to outperform budget expectations. Again, those are all dependent upon how the market conditions are too. Our expenditures are right on target or below budget. And some other items of note, Cook County came out with, they're expected to delay approximately 2 months in their collections of property tax. So that's going to push collections back into the fall. We'll have to monitor that on the timing of receipts to see if there's any potential cash flow impact on that, but they're 2 months behind in getting the bills out there. So we're probably looking at 2 to 3 months behind in getting the receipts on that too. So we'll keep monitoring and take a look and see how that will affect our cash flow impact. On the collection front, our places for eating tax businesses are up to date through April. And we are receiving May 26 receipts are still coming in. It's the 22nd of the month right now. They're due by the 20th of the month. So with the mailing and things like that, so we're hopefully this week we'll see. We have about half so far that came in. We still got another half to go. We'll monitor that next week and take a look and see who's still outstanding and get a hold of them either by email, phone call, or a letter. On the sewer collection front, we're still monitoring and pursuing collections on sewer accounts. The city staff had an idea of, we sat and talked about how can we get collections a little more on it, and we're looking at putting a sticker on the doors of those with major outstanding balances, a yellow sticker or an orange sticker, letting them know they have a delinquent balance, and then you contact the city within a reasonable amount of time to handle that. And we're hoping that will get people to come in and talk to us and get those balances paid off. So overall, the city remains in good financial position. Revenues are meeting or exceeding expectations. And we're also looking at expenditures and making sure that they're being monitored correctly. That's all I have. Any questions?
Thank you. The late taxes will only affect the police pension collection and
the road debt.
Both SSAs.
Yeah, and SSAs.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because those are the only things we collect.
Yeah, that's the only property tax.
Right, so make sure that's,
That was the point.
those are the only.
3.5%.
How much?
Those are the only receivables.
Well, by the time we get that, we get this one, the next one will be coming right behind it.
Yes.
Hopefully, if there's no delays.
I know this question. I know the answer before I even asked the question, Bob, but Cook County doesn't give interest for the monies that were due
No.
to them. Thank you.
Unfortunately, no.
Okay, we'll go staff on my left.
No report.
On my right, Peter.
No formal report. I just want to say, went to the block party over the weekend. I was there for the entire time. Had a blast. Great music, great entertainment, great food, great people, and it was a pretty decent crowd. I was pleased. So.
Thank you. Just wanted to bring everybody up to speed. I've been meeting regularly with the representatives Sky Harbor and CEA, and we've been working on the requirements for the upcoming approvals and zoning application. Happy to announce that we did get our application in, so that we'll be moving to Plan Commission here in the next month or so. Other than that, we've just started normal summer activity. A reminder to all our residents out there, if you have a project, please get it in. If you're expecting to build a fence on Friday, don't drop off the plans on Wednesday. It's not going to happen. You need to give us some time to do our work, as we're taking the permits in the order we received them. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mark?
Yes, sir, thank you. As Peter mentioned, Block Party was outstanding this weekend. This weekend coming up on Saturday is the Rock and Run event at the Chicago Executive Airport. Big turnout, great event also. Then the following weekend is the 4th of July parade. So if you don't know where they're at or anything about them, please look at the city website. It's a busy month of July and into June and into July this year. So please enjoy all the stuff that we put a lot of time and effort into getting together. So thank you.
Thank you. Chief?
No report, sir.
Elected, am I right? No?
I also just wanted to say the block party was great, and a lot of people don't realize how much work goes into it. So kudos to the Public Works Office, the city staff, the Park District, Police Department, a lot of people involved in all that work, and it turned out great. So thank you to all of you.
Thank you. To my left?
Yes, thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to remind everyone, and I did email most of the staff and elected officials just before the meeting, that tomorrow morning, I know it's kind of last notice, from 8 to 10, there's going to be Voices of the Business Community Legislative Forum 3 at the District 21 building on Dundee Road. So if you have questions or you'd like to attend, because an RSVP is required, please contact Lloyd, or Peter has that information. I forward everything to most people here. But our panelists will be State Senator Julie Morrison. It's a chance to talk to your local lawmakers. State Rep Mary Beth Canty will be there. Scott Brighton, County Commissioner, will be there. And the Deputy District Director, Ariel Bothwell of Congressman Brad Schneider's office, will be there as well. So breakfast will be served, and it's a chance for the business community, obviously, to ask all kinds of questions. There will be updates on legislation impacting employers, workforce development, taxation, economic development, and overall business climate. So that's tomorrow morning from 8 to 10. Thank you.
Thank you. We will be posting on the website, there'll be on Thursday, something similar to that at the Prospectives Library.
For residents.
For residents, right, not business related, just for residents, where I think it's Rep. Canty, Rep. Katzmull, and...
Massey? Not Massey. The representative. Scott Britton?
Yeah, I believe.
Oh, Scott Britton, okay.
Yeah, the three of them, so...
They'll
they'll be there answering questions about anything you have questions on, legislation, what went on in Springfield, but it'd be good to go. I think it's like at 6 o'clock.
6
So it's
to
at night.
7:30,
6 to 7:30?
the Prospect Heights Public Library.
Fish in a barrel.
There we go.
It's a town hall meeting.
Town hall meeting.
Yep.
Okay. I also, too, would like to thank staff, the police department, the public works, the staff that was there, the Park District. It was a great job. It was well attended, and it's good to see the city officials and city staff interact with the public. It was a really good event. It was probably the best one we've seen in a long time. So weather was perfect, and it was really good. So with that, we'll move on to approval of warrants.
Okay. The amount on the warrants was $453,142.98. We had we had two wire payments. The payroll on June 12th, 2026 was in the amount of $220,936.98. Then the May 2026 IMRF was in the amount of $27,406.43. A manual check in the amount of $56,242 was for the North Suburban Employee Benefit PPO Medical March 26 payment. So the total warrant amount was $757,720.39 for council's approval tonight, please.
Thank you. We need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Any questions on it or comments? Roll call, please.
Alderman Cameron.
Aye.
Alderman Dash.
Aye.
Alderman Dolig.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item 12, public comment on non-agenda matters. Anybody have any?
Yes, yes.
Come on up.
Yes.
You got, come on up. You got to come up
Go to the podium. To the podium. The microphone?
Microphone. And just state your name.
Yes, I'm Eliana Schropp. I'm living here on Camp McDonald Road, 408 West Camp McDonald. My question is, how many people are working on the sewer? Because I called 1 year ago to come and put the tap on the sewer. Nobody came yet. I'm gonna steal one, I'm sorry, sir, I'm gonna steal one from one of my neighbors, sorry. And I'm gonna cover my sewer.
You're talking about the, I'm sorry.
It's the metal tap on the sewer, yes.
The big one?
No, it's a small like this,
Yeah.
in the front of the house.
Sure.
So, if I'm correct, I'll stop over tomorrow and take a look at it with you, but the metal cap you're referring to is a connection for the water shut-off that is owned by Arlington Heights that runs in
No, I
front of
called
your
and they, I called sorry that I interrupt you. I
Okay.
called 5 places and actually it's our sewer in the front of the house. It's not part of the Arlington Heights.
Okay.
Mark will take a look at it. Mark will,
Thank you so much.
He'll identify exactly
Absolutely.
what it is.
Yes, and one more thing, please. Now, I looked finally, because I have time this time, and I look on my property taxes.
Yep.
How we cannot send so much money to Cook County, you know?
Don't have,
$10,000 for them because they don't do anything for me.
Yeah,
How I
it's-
can do that? No, because it's too much, no? They regulate the, how much do we have to
Maybe
give
come to the
them?
town hall meeting.
Yeah, go-
That's what I was just gonna say.
Thursday to the town hall
Go to
meeting.
the town hall
6
meeting on
o'clock,
Thursday.
6 o'clock at the library,
Yeah.
and tell them.
Yeah.
Okay, I hope
He
they're
will be
gonna
there.
leave soon.
Yeah, Scott Britton will be there.
Scott Britton, your commissioner will be there. Your county commissioner will be there
Okay.
on Thursday, 6
Yes,
o'clock.
They don't do anything. I mean, what, they own only the streets actually, when they got involved? Because I told them also numerous of time to come and cut my trees because they are on their property in the front of the house and they are drawn. 4 or 5 I have, and if they go down, they will go on the power line. And I'm sorry, neighbor, you will end up without electricity.
Yeah, if you're at Camp McDonald, that's county, so that'd be, go there on Thursday and let them know what you think.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else?
Good evening, Alan Kossoff, 11 East Leon, Mayor, Alderman, and council members. It's great to see everybody. Just first off, block party was great. Both of my daughters are doing great, 11 and 8 years old, and we use all the services that the city offers. Just 2 questions. A few years back, I recall that there was a fund that was put together that was awarded for sidewalk on Camp McDonald from Wheeling Road going east. Am I mistaken? Did that kind of...
We got 9 grant for that.
Yeah, so only because my wife and the kids, they like to go on long walks and like to change up the course every once in a while, and just was wondering what was going on with the sidewalk.
It's progressing, it's just, the
issue
pace.
Yeah, we got a 9-TEP grant for that, I believe, last year. It should have been under construction this year, except for IDOT changed their requirements for crossing the right-of-way of the railroad. We did that for Wolf Road and didn't require a permit. Is that what they're calling it, a permit?
Yeah, right away.
A right-of-way permit. So that is a wrinkle that came up without us knowing. So that has actually pushed the project until next year, unfortunately. We had every intention, we had, with the engineering and everything, to have construction, have it bid out and have construction done this year for that. But IDOT just changed things midstream, and we unfortunately, it's delaying the project till next year. But we have funding for it, we've got the engineering completed, so that project will be done next year.
Cool. Danielle and Dan, any progress with the vacant properties at 506, 508 East Camp McDonald? Any news, anything publicly that can be shared?
All I can disclose at this time is the Dharma Drum Mountain Buddhist Association, the owners of property still have it. They are still looking to try and figure out a plan. They had tried to sell the property, as you're well aware of. That didn't go through. Another issue on another property that had also did not come to fruition. So at this point in time, there's been no plans, there's been no schedule. We just know that they are looking to try and figure out what to do with the property.
Okay, all right, that's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Item 13, we have no need for an oh, okay, I thought you guys were together, okay.
Neighbor.
She did say neighbor. Stan Wilk, 406 West Camp McDonald. I had the pleasure of meeting Mr. Pete Falcone at the block party. And one question I had was, same thing along with the sidewalk, is when are we going to, or are you even considering to do a sidewalk from Schoenbeck on Camp McDonald over towards Rand, or at least towards whatever that side street is where the Brandenburg.
Right now, there's no, it's not in the planning stage right now. There's probably 2 other sidewalks that are in planning
Camp
now.
McDonald, Willow, and Elmhurst Road are the next 3 in pipeline.
And those are probably 2-3 years down the road themselves, so it's not anytime soon, just to be brutally honest with you.
No, I appreciate the honesty. I think, can we reconsider when we're planning and some of the prioritization? Because I think there's a couple things. The residents walking is one thing. 2, we've got sidewalks on both ends that kind of end right there. It's like the perfect spot to just finish off. And 3, we've got in Mount Prospect, we've got the daycare center that walks kids over to the park, to the pool. They're walking either in the street, on the grass. Yeah. It's just a matter of time before somebody actually winds up hitting one of them. But we actually had, my wife and I walked the dog in the evening. There was, when the garbages were out, one car actually wound up hitting the garbage maybe 10 feet away from us. We're lucky enough to be on the other side where the garbage actually flew in front of us. So
yeah.
it's
every sidewalk we're doing now meets that standard of connecting to another one that we've already done. So that is something we look at when we do them. So it's just a matter of time. Maybe I'm going to go out and not to commit Mount Prospect to something, but the other side of the street is Mount Prospect. They could run it, connect it right to the one they did and go all the way to Rand Road.
Well,
so
it would be great. The next question actually along those lines are we working with Mount Prospect to try to do that? Maybe even offset.
Us tell them to put a sidewalk in? No, that doesn't usually go far.
It doesn't go far.
Does Mount Prospect coming to the download cities?
No,
We can
no.
ask them to do the sidewalk?
You have to get Mount Prospect people to go
Yeah.
ask Mount Prospect people. Because if a Mount Prospect person came here to ask us about a sidewalk, I wouldn't even give them the information I'm giving you, only because you live in town. So, I mean, you have to be a constituent within that community to really push them. There's a whole area there. You could probably talk to the people in the townhouse association there and say, why don't you ask them to continue that one? Maybe they would.
Yeah, no, I understand, but United Case was hoping that maybe we can at least plan for our village over here. The other piece I
City.
I'm sorry, for our
City.
For our city. The other question I did have is with the finance aspect. We're going through a lot of the finances today, and do we get into like some of the details prior to the voting? Is it in like that phase 1 of the discussion? Or
For
the
what?
initial-
What specific?
So we were talking about, I think, the sewer doing mapping out the sewers for our GIS system. Then we're talking about purchasing a camera. Then we're talking, I don't have the agenda for it.
Yeah, it's all in our budgets for capital improvements and whatnot. So if you're looking at the budget, you'll see stuff there. But when it actually happens, a lot of times, sometimes, none of this stuff was related to grants, but a lot of times it has to do with when we get a grant that we'll move forward with something. We rarely do things without grant money, as far as projects like you're talking about. We never do things without grants. So they're usually telegraphed pretty far in advance. So you've made your case now for yours, so the reason, we have, what's the other one that people came to us on for?
Willow was the...
Schoenbeck North of Pat.
Oh, Schoenbeck North is that's not even the top 3 right now. So there's a whole number of
people come to us all the time.
And I told you this, Prospect Heights was built as a rural community, and the people wanted to keep it that way. That's why we don't have streetlights. You said you didn't want streetlights, you didn't like them, but it has no streetlights. We have no sidewalks. We have the swales, which I told you make pretty much every single sidewalk project a stormwater project, which adds more money to it. So we're kind of like trying to dig out of this hole, rural hole, and we've done a really good job of it. We really have, but everything's expensive. Everything costs way more money than we have, so we have to be very, very creative and very, very lucky. We've got some great state representatives and county representatives who have provided us with grant money so that we could get these projects moving forward, so that we could go to federal funds. So it's just a matter of us trying to do everything possible that we can. I told you this. This is the half-an-hour conversation we had on Saturday, just regurgitated. Believe me, everything you want, this council wants. As the administrator wants. It's just a matter of resources.
We don't do a sidewalk without it being 80% other money to our 20%. We just can't. We have 2 property taxes we charge, a police pension and the road bonds. That's it. I mean, we are as lean as you can get. So there's,
Oh, no, I know, and Mr. Falcone was relaying that information, hence that's why we're here, to try to see, what else we can do to, even if we need to muster up more of the residents to get a little bit more involved with what's transpiring from a financial perspective, so that we can build out the city. Because here's the other piece is, I understand that people didn't want sidewalks back in the day, they didn't want street lights back in the day, and whatever, but
They didn't want water, back in the day.
exactly.
They don't want home rule.
Now, all
Right.
of a sudden, they have a little bit of a different taste, and they're looking for something different, and hence that's why.
but for that to happen, the mechanics of how we operate has to change.
Agreed.
We're still operating where sidewalks aren't in the cards at all, but fortunately, between Scott Britton, between our state reps and that, we're able to get funding to do sidewalks when we can get an 80-20 ratio for us, because otherwise we just can't afford it.
How can we help get the
And you mentioned how the residents could help, and I said, really, the only thing the residents could do, it's not like you can go to a politician that we haven't spoken to in Springfield, or our Congress people, but I mentioned that there is a vehicle, it's called a special service area. And that's where the amount of the construction would be put on the property tax for those 11 homes that are between Dale, is it, and Schoenbeck. So, I mean, believe me, every chance we get to do phase 1 engineering, phase 2 engineering for a sidewalk project, we jump on, only because that's what leapfrogs us to get that federal funds to complete the sidewalk. So, I mean, if that little area of 11 homes wanted to create a special service area for the construction costs of that sidewalk, the city could look into something that's getting invested in Cook grants for the phase 1, phase 2 engineering. So, I mean, that's something that could be, and I know you want this done as soon as possible because you saw those kids crossing, but I'm telling you, any sidewalk, whether we had the money or not, is going to take, if we had all the money right now, probably take at least 3 years. Yeah, we don't have the money, it takes at least 5 years.
That sidewalk could be $1 million, 800 grand.
It's around 1,400 feet
Yeah.
between Dale and Schoenbeck.
Yeah. And it's got about 15, I was looking at it today, 15, it's got 11 homes, but a bunch of different horseshoes for driveways, so it's about 15 different cuts.
What's your name and address again?
Stan Wilk,
W-I-L-K?
Okay.
You're on
406
406.
West
Hey,
Camp McDonald.
Those kids for the camp have been doing that since I was a kid. I mean, since I think I was in high school, they were walking them
I
down.
know, I was watching it, I think when we called Mount Prospect to at least have the estate like trim the bushes so they didn't have to get into the street for a little bit, they finally came out and trimmed the bushes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it got a little hairy for a while. Here's the other question, and I know we give a lot of funds over to, I think, Cook County. There's very little funds that remain for us from all the property taxes that are charged. What do we need to do to maintain more of the funds that are coming in from our residents here, so that way we can?
We don't give anything. Every district taxes on their own, so it's like, you get a tax bill, county gets it, and it goes out in every direction to all the different agencies. So it's not like we get it and give it to these other towns. It comes from Cook County.
So, we'd have to levy, the only way that we could generate more tax revenue for our residents would be to levy a real estate tax, which can only be even contemplated if we were a home rule community, which we are not.
Which I think, since I've been here, we've tried.
We've been
4 times.
unsuccessful in
It's not
passing that because people in our community fear that, number one, they don't want to pay more taxes, even if it would go to our residents to build infrastructure or provide other services that they would, you know, be able to utilize. So, you know, people don't want to spend any more money. So to everyone's point, we were designed as a rural, I've been in Prospect Heights almost 50 years now. We were always intended to be a rural community. Everybody loved Mayberry, and we're still Mayberry. And so, I mean, Mayberry Plus, yeah, Mayberry Plus, right? So, yeah, I mean, it's just the reality of the world we live in, and there's just, you know, again, our dollars go to the police pension, which is great. I mean, we're lucky even to have a police department, I feel like, at times, based on what's transpired over the last number of years, you know, and then the road bond, thank goodness people supported that. I don't know how long you've lived here, but before our first road bond was approved, our roads, most of our roads were barely passable. It was embarrassing to even have people come to my home because they could barely navigate down my street. That's how in disrepair our roads were. I mean, embarrassing. So at least people are willing to pay for roads.
And this is the second time, so they voted
Yeah.
a second time to do it, so very high percentage too, 70+%, I think, approval. So just takes a long time.
So they will pay for our roads?
I mean, 20 years ago,
They
if you
do have
even
to pay
talked
for
about
the
a
roads
sidewalk,
in the county, yes.
the answer was no.
But
I
the
mean,
people were different at the
Right.
time, and there was different dynamics at the time.
And that's why we're moving
You have a lot more
Minutes.
people moving out here that are accustomed to probably having walkable cities or
Mm-hmm.
communities.
Well, Stan, thanks for coming tonight. It was nice to hear from you.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
But one more thing.
Oh, 5 minutes.
yeah.
We didn't set the clock and Stan,
For a
but
while, too. How else can we get involved to help the city?
Neighbors, don't come here by yourself, come here with 30 people.
but it's not going to generate any money, though. That's
No,
the thing.
but
Like,
if you
it's not gonna-
get enough people coming here, right now it's just you.
Yeah, well,
You're the only person-
We can gladly speak to more people coming here. That's not a problem. The question is just bringing people in here and having them here, well, we can't do it, or it's only this, or there's no other option, then it turns people off.
But, yeah, but you got to get 20 people to come here who will commit to get 20 people each to say, yes, I'm for that thing, and show that there's support for it. Because we're not going to go out there and try and do something when
Support for
we
what?
don't
Like
see.
putting home rule back on the ballot?
Whatever maybe they want to do an SSA, and they want to put the sidewalk in.
I'm even thinking from the perspective of if the bulk of our taxes are not even coming into our city,
Yes, you're right.
then why can't we do we have to look at potentially home rule without increasing taxes, but having more of the funds diverted over into our city?
It's the first step.
Yeah, you got to understand how the taxes work. It's not a matter of there's a bucket and it gets distributed and we get to determine how it gets distributed. I mean, it's not like a zero-sum game where we just divide it up differently. It's you have to increase ours. That doesn't mean another one's going down, right? That's the problem with it. So
Did you, I told you, but I discussed the whole property tax situation. I told you, go home, look at your property tax bill. Did you do that?
I did.
Okay. Did you see how much you're paying to the city?
I did.
Okay. If you factor it out or do the calculations, it's about 3.5%.
That's why I'm asking. What else can we
after the meeting, we'll talk and we'll meet offline and go over everything. And I would love to work with you on it.
What did I tell you?
Sounds good.
I said the mayor's going to love you. He said he could talk about this
all day.
And as was mentioned earlier, attend things like the town hall meeting that's coming up,
Yeah.
where your Cook County Commissioner is going to be there, other representatives, and I know normally we don't respond to these.
Perfect. Yeah, go ahead.
But I was just going to say, attend those. They're often advertised on our website, on the library's website, in the e-news. When those come up, attend those and ask those same questions to those representatives, and that is always a help.
Bring up and don't say it's from me, because Scott's been very, very good to us, but bring up the Camp McDonald sidewalk with Commissioner Britton. Commissioner Britton has helped us. We've gotten $538,000 from Commissioner Britton for 8 grants for 4 sidewalks. So that's the process. We get the Cook County Invest in Cook grants, that gets us our engineering, and then we go into construction, hopefully through federal grants. So speak with Cook, because sometimes Cook County has money left over, and they have, and the commissioners are looking to spend that money. This could be a project he could get behind. You know, it could be a possibility.
Understood. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, executive session, we have none, no action on the executive session, so we need a motion to adjourn.
So move, Cameron.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. We're adjourned.